Let's review net present value. So this example problem says Sullivan Company is considering two different capital expenditure proposals. Project A will cost $450,000. It has an expected useful life of 11 years, a salvage value of 0, and is expected to increase net annual cash flows by $73,500. Project B will cost $300,000, has an expected useful life of 11 years, a salvage value of 0, and is expected to increase net annual cash flows by $50,000. A discount rate of 9% is appropriate for both projects. So we need to compute the net present value for each project and then decide which project should be accepted. So let's work on project A. To calculate the net present value, we need to know the present value of our net annual cash flows. So this is when we need to look up an interest factor in one of our tables. Since this is annual cash flows, we are going to be looking at the present value of an annuity. So it's 11 years and a 9% discount rate, which gives us an interest factor of 6.80519. So we will use that interest factor to find the present value of our net annual cash flows. So we take the $73,500, our net annual cash flows, multiply it by that interest factor. So the present value is $500,181. Now, to find the net present value, we need to subtract out the capital investment. So how much did this project cost? Well, we're told that project A will cost $450,000. So if we take the present value of our cash flows minus our capital investment, we get a net present value for project A of $50,000. Now we can move on to project B. We're going to need to find our interest factor again. Here, it's once again 11 years and also 9%. So in this case, our interest factor is going to be the same. What changes is that our cash flows are only $50,000 each year. So we take $50,000 times our interest factor to find the present value. Once again, we need to subtract out our capital investment. Our capital investment for project B is $300,000. So if we take the present value minus our capital investment, we get a net present value of $40,259. So now that we've found the net present values, we have to make the decision. Which of these projects do we want to accept? Well, we are going to go with project A, because project A's net present value is greater than project B.